What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. It's only been a couple days since Black Ops 6 and Warzone released the Terminator event, but a lot of people have already provided their feedback, and it hasn't been exactly glowing. It hasn't been a ringing endorsement. A lot of people look at this event and feel like it's a massive missed opportunity. The rewards are kind of lackluster. The overall event is boring, something we've already seen before, and frankly, it just feels like it's a lazily delivered event around a massive IP. They could have done so much more with the Terminator IP, and instead they gave us just another rinse and repeat, boring grind for this event. Yeah, a couple of the rewards are nice to haves, but frankly, it just feels like a boring grind versus something worthwhile to try to work towards. So let's change that today. Let's fix this event, make it a little bit more unique, make it a little bit more creative, and frankly, make it stand alone as something that you would want to play, come back to experience. So how do we do that? What do we do? Well, first and foremost, we change the reward system altogether. Okay, so the skull system they have for this Terminator event, we're not doing that. We're going to do something completely different. And if you've watched this channel before, you probably know what I'm going to go with, but we'll talk about that in a second. The first thing that comes out with this event isn't the cosmetics. That's not what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on a brand new Terminator-style multiplayer map. That's the first thing we're doing. So there is a brand new map that comes out with this event that is Terminator-themed. I have seen suggestions online to say that it should be the police department from Terminator 2. Sure, we'll do something like that. And in addition to this police station will become a point of interest on one of the Warzone maps to incorporate the Terminator event into Warzone as well. Don't think that I'm just going to be doing multiplayer here. We're doing all three major modes. So that's the first big change to this event, right? Bringing in a map, something that we haven't really seen from Call of Duty in a while. Like, yeah, they've brought in reskin maps, but they've never made a map specifically for an event. I really wish they had done that with Squid Games. They didn't do that. They gave us an extra area to red card, everyone's favorite map, right? But something the Squid Game event did do was give us some event-specific game modes, which is exactly what we're going to see here with the Terminator event as well. With Terminator Infected, that's going to be the first game mode for multiplayer. So what we're going to see with that is humans versus machines. And the humans will have the AEK 973, which we'll talk about why in a second, and a bunch of fire damage and explosive damage for their equipment to take out those darn machines. And the machines, of course, will just have their melee as we've seen before in previous iterations of Infected. This will primarily play on the Terminator themed map. And hey, look at that. We have a pretty good event so far that has some character to it. The next game mode is going to be, once again, a variable to something we already have in Black Ops 6. And I know that I might get some pushback on this one because how many people enjoy playing Kill Order? Not very many. But we're going to change it up. It'll be called Terminator VIP. So each team will have a VIP similar to how they have it in Kill Order that you'll have to kill. The only way you can kill this VIP, though, is by taking them out with explosive damage or fire damage. So that'd be noob tubes, grenades, Molotovs, flamethrowers, whatever you need. Heck, even potentially a war machine. Again, we'll talk about how you'll earn that in a second. And the other cool part about this mode is the VIP will be reskinned as a T800. They'll have that red outline similar to what they do with Kill Order already, and the scoring will be very similar to what you do with Kill Order. Now, these are just my own unique ways to put a little twist on current game modes. Maybe you guys have a Terminator specific game mode that you think would work in Black Ops 6. I'd love to hear it down below in that comment section. Now, like I said earlier, I don't want to just focus on multiplayer. So let's talk about what we do in zombies to make this event a little bit more unique. Terminator zombies, that's right. T800s would take over zombies in the tomb. That's what I would change. So for the map, the tomb, the zombies would be replaced by T800s, and that's what you'd be taking out. Just something a little bit different. It's hard to make something event-specific, like make a zombie-specific mode for Terminator. Maybe you guys have an idea again. I stress, put it down below in the comment section. Now let's move over to Warzone. It might be a little bit tougher to create something that's super event specific, but I think just reskinning the Gulag to be a battle between two T800s would be a lot of fun. And the only way you could win your Gulag battle is with fire or explosive damage. Again, something to just change it up. So you could play Terminator Warzone, which provides you the opportunity to have that Terminator specific Gulag, or you could play regular Warzone and not be bothered with it whatsoever. So that's kind of what I would like to see. Again, I would love to hear your suggestions on how to make more Terminator unique and specific game modes down below in that comment section. So now we have a bit of a groundwork to change the gameplay experience overall for this event, make it a little bit more unique to the giant IP that the event is based around. That to me just seems more interesting. Now, this isn't what I'd like to see with every event. Again, this is a large undertaking, right? Making a map, reshaping a point of interest in Warzone. Like, a lot of work has to go into it. But nonetheless, I think for certain events, things like Squid Game or Terminator, this makes sense to me. Now, let's move towards the rewards, because that's where I have my biggest gripe with this Terminator event. Again, the path to earn these rewards feels extremely lazy, unrewarding, and straight up boring. So how do we improve upon that? Well, we improve upon it by doing what I've been saying from the beginning. Take away this skull arbitrary nonsense and replace it with specific challenges for that event. So now we have an event that has a specific map, has specific game modes, and look at that. We can relay the challenges to be a part of that map and those game modes. Much different event now. Now you're changing up how you play. Now you're forced to play the event if you want to earn the rewards. So things like double XP tokens and calling cards and weapon charms and loading screens, these little cosmetics, yeah, the way to earn them is by playing matches on the maps, by playing the game modes and completing matches or winning matches in those game modes or on that map. That's all that I would do with that, because these are kind of throwaway rewards. They're not the end all be all of this event. But where we get into a little bit more interesting challenges is with things like the AEK 973 full auto mod attachment. This is the thing that a lot of people want to earn, because from what I've seen online, the full auto mod for this gun is absolutely insane. So how do you earn it with this event? Well, you can earn it in any of the 3 game modes, but you need to use the AEK 973 on the specific maps and modes for this event. So to earn it, in zombies, you'd have to get 500 eliminations with the AEK 973 on T800 zombies. In Warzone, you'd have to go to the Terminator specific point of interest and get 10 eliminations. Doesn't need to be done in one game, just needs to be done over the span of however many games it takes for you to get 10 eliminations on that point of interest. And when you have a challenge like that, everyone's going to go there, so it's going to be a massive cluster of players. And lastly, in multiplayer, it will be 100 eliminations with the AEK 973 in either the game modes that are specific to this event or on the Terminator specific map. That's how you earn that. For the brand new reactive armor perk, this again, Warzone specific, is just going to be about winning Gulag matches without taking damage. So it'd be like win 5 Gulag matchups without taking any damage. Boom, you get the reactive armor perk. That might be really tough to do, but again, it's a challenge. Something to change up how you play. That's how you earn it. Again, maybe there's something better, more unique. I'm not really sure. I'm not a big Warzone guy. And lastly, the War Machine score streak for multiplayer. This can be earned by getting 50 fire or explosive damage kills while playing on the new Terminator map or playing the Terminator modes in multiplayer, by getting 100 eliminations via fire or explosive damage in Terminator Zombies, or by getting 10 explosive or fire damage kills in Warzone. And now it's time to change up the final reward. Right now, it is a judgment blueprint for the PP919. No, we don't want a blueprint. Instead, what we'll get is a Sarah Connors skin for the game. So once you complete all of the challenges for this event, you would earn a Sarah Connors skin. That to me is much more rewarding than some blueprint that you frankly don't really care about. And that's it. That's how you fix this event. But I know I'll get pushback from people. Well, moving it away from this grind of earning skulls will make it easier for people to complete. So what will you do to keep players playing for 2 weeks on end? Well, this is where I'm going to take a page out of Modern Warfare Remastered's book and apply it to Black Ops 6 and Warzone. I'm going to add 2 new weapon camos that can be earned across all 3 modes for every single weapon. Similar to what we saw in MWR with their events, where you'd be able to earn some new camos there. Something different, something to keep you playing. But again, I think this completely changes how we look at these events. We get a map, we get modes, we get challenges specific to the map and modes, and then of course, we get some camos as well to grind for once we're done all the challenges. So we can still enjoy the content that was brought to us. This is the way that I would change this event. This is the way that I would make this event a little bit more engaging for the community and something a little bit more unique. But this is my version of this. And what I want to hear is your version down below in that comment section. What would you do to make this event more creative, more unique, more specific to Terminator? I'd love to hear your thoughts in that comment section. And as always, guys, I thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.